brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Browns and the Steelers. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to one of the most storied postseason venues in the league. Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, sold out once again. Straight ahead, we punch the second of two tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular, but in the playoffs, you'll take solid, and that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the tuck and run. On first down, Reese. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. From the gun on 3rd down. Knight, that he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, but they want him involved.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. In motion right is Smith. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And they'll get him down up past the 15. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw. Weiss out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will have a Steelers first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun. Weiss over the middle to Smith. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Back to throw. Weiss. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Looking to throw. Weiss. And that one too high and incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. Weiss finding Pickens for another catch. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Off the bootleg. Weiss. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And his kick here is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. As they've got it as we resume action. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Knight. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Knight. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Knight. Dancing to his left. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Knight forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Cleveland. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Weiss. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. Looking to throw. Weiss. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will have a Steelers first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Weiss. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Powerful running, and they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Reese. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They'll run on first down. Reese. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Knight. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Operating from the gun, Knight. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll move the chains.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the...
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. A 10-play drive that time, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And you work so hard during the regular season to earn that bye to go to the divisional round fresh. Well, maybe they're too fresh because they've come out here pretty flat.
And how many times have we seen it? And let's go to other sports now. Let's go to basketball, baseball, those ones where the playoffs are a series. And you see teams who were playing before versus the team that had the bye, and they take them on. And how often does that team that had been playing before win game one?
Right.
Almost always, right? Feels that way anyway. When it's a one-shot deal like the NFL, that's critical because now you come in and you get the momentum. You can take them out in that one game, and it's over. And those other ones, that team at home usually gets a chance to recover, and they're usually the better team.
Well, they better halt that momentum on the other side quickly, or this might be their last game. This is taken at the 18. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Knight. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Operating from the gun. Knight. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and 2. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. A final shot before break. Knight. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we look around the NFL, we'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, They've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back to throw. Weiss under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Looking to throw. Weiss, and he's going to go down again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. On third down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And we'll see what he can do on the return.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Reese, not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
The Browns send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Weiss. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And now the Browns coming out on the field.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd down and 3.
Now a handoff up the middle. Reese, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Looking to throw. Knight. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down and 11-yard pickup. They'll try the left side. Reese. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. No gain on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Well, the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Up the middle they go. Reese. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 20-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Reese, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Steelers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
From the gun on 3rd down, Weiss. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back to throw. Weiss. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they're down to the 29-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Weiss. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Looking to throw. Weiss, and he's got his man in stride, complete. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Now this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Weiss toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Let's go now. Check. Alert.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Steelers are finally into the end zone.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point right down the middle, and it makes the score 21-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession.
And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time.
And he goes out right around the 39.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking middle, and that's complete. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Operating from the gun, Weiss.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
He finds Pickens over the middle. And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Weiss. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And this one is right through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Browns offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting...
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Two yards to go, second down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Reese. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Reese. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Up the middle they go. Reese. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now a handoff up the middle. Reese. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it.
And he will have a Browns first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Up the middle they go. Reese.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game.
The Browns going to roll on as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching.
It's the AFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Baltimore. It's the Browns and the Ravens.
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Back to throw. Knight. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a handoff up the middle. Reese. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Reese. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down. Up the middle they go. Reese. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
2nd and 5.
Now a handoff up the middle. Reese.
Now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. This now a 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Knight. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. Now a first carry here for the running back. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9.
Up the middle they go. Reese. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Back to throw. Knight.
I had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Wright.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Flowers going to go in motion right.
Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Here's Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
He finds Matthews. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Now a handoff up the middle. Reese. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down. Knight. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 21. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. Now a 2nd and 10. As they've got it as we resume action.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Clayton.
And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Here's Jackson to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Griffith. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Knight. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
2nd and 10.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Operating from the gun. Knight. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Knight.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Now the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Up the middle they go. It's Howell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Third down and 13.
Looking to throw. Knight. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Howell, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Operating from the gun, Knight. And this is hauled in by Matthews. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 21. They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Browns have taken the lead here in this AFC title game.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Jackson now. Over the middle, complete. That's Young. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now it's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Young. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Young. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
To throw is Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. So we come upon halftime. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year, and they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Throwing is Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. And it's taken in at the 9. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a nifty return of 29 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
Up the middle they go. Reese, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
A yard all they need, but it's third down.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Reese, and he is going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9 now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Knight. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Knight. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Hey, middle.
Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
2nd and a couple.
Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Clayton. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Young. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. Back now in Baltimore. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Young. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. And his kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And the Browns getting set to go. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jackson from the shotgun. He finds his man, complete. It's Young. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Looking to throw. Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Clayton. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson, rolling to his right. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to...
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Back to throw. Knight. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage?
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. And boy, before the drive even starts, here's a timeout. Wow. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll run on first down. It's Clayton. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Clayton, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Jackson now from the gun on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On the give, this is their fullback. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Ravens continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that one falls incomplete. And now, look at the clock. Only 7 seconds remain. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. 43 yards.
And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And he's going to get in for the 2 points. And that'll make this a 10-point game. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say,
Every career starts as a dream.
The next pick has been traded. We have a trade alert. This pick has been traded. There has been a trade. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a trade.